from that, their days are not consistent. They're 31, 29, 28, whatever. So it's not consistent. So we can't, that's why we have to go by the sun. I mean, the moon. You feel me? We have to. Their days are not consistent. Oh, shit. I hear Kermit the Frog.
Well,
Let us know when we're live. All right.
We're live.
All praise it.
Here.
Shalom, shalom. We still on there, right? Everything still good? Everything's good, King?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everything's still live. We're still good. We're still rolling.
Okay. All praises. All praises. Good stuff. So, hey, shalom, shalom. P, you can hear me clear?
sure can, brother.
Yes,
Loud
sir.
and clear.
I can hear you loud and clear too. Hey, well, all praises. Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath to the brothers and sisters online and to the brothers within the body. Happy Sabbath, Israel. Happy Sabbath. We're back at it another Friday night. And this time we were going to touch on the high holy days, and how to count them. We're coming to the end of the year of the Gregorian calendar that we're in from 2024 to 2025. So we've got to transition and make sure that all of our feast days are going to be lined up for the next year coming up. So we just wanted to go over a quick understanding on how we chart and count to get those days. Okay. So P, if we can, we're going to get straight into it, loved one. Let me get Genesis chapter 1 and verse 14,
Indeed, indeed.
if you can.
An oldie but a goodie.
Yes, sir.
The book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 14.
Read.
And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of heaven, to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years.
Right. So God commanded that there be two lights in the firmament of heaven to divide the day and the night, the sun and the moon, to be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. Read on up.
Verse 15. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven, to give light upon the earth. And it was so.
And as soon as he said it, it happened. Go ahead.
And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also.
There you go. So I went to this scripture to show you. So when the Most High God used the sun, the moon, he created the moon to be for a sign for us, for our seasons and for feast days. Let me get that Paraz and Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 4 real quick.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 4.
Yes, sir.
These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons.
There you go. So these are the feast of the Lord that you shall proclaim in their season, which the moon is for a sign of those things. Let me get Sirach, Paraz, chapter 43. Give me verse 7 first.
The book of Sirach, chapter 43 and verse 7. From the moon is the sign of feasts.
For the what?
From the moon is the sign of feasts,
Go ahead.
a light that decreaseth in her perfection.
You see that. So from the moon is the sign of feast. So that's how where we start in order to chart our holidays, because our new moon, our full moon is our new moon. Okay? So we start from the full moon, which is the new moon, in order to chart the feast days. Okay. So P, we're gonna come back to that. But if we can, Hija, if you can, pull me up the calendar that I sent you, our feast day calendar, please. And then if you can also keep the full moon calendar right next to it. So there you go. So there you can have it. As you guys can see, this is the calendar for our 2025 feast days of the Most High God. Okay. So we got it all out there for brothers and sisters to have, and we also have it for the date, um, the month, and the name of the month that it falls in as well. Okay. So I wanted to just point out, Hajj, you could go to the dates real quick, and I want all the brothers and sisters online to see that the date that you see on there is the date that it starts at evening on that day, and the date that you see at the end, it ends that day at sundown at evening. Okay. So if you see oh, did it, Hajj? Hajj is like, hold on.
Sorry, level 1 second. It jumped off the screen. Let me just
Uh-huh.
open it back up.
It got some legs and said, I'm out of here.
Bro, Satan cometh immediately.
Right. He said they can't be celebrating high holy days. We got worldly Christmas coming up. The hell's wrong with them?
He said, "Believe not the mouth of a liar."
Right. So
Let me see.
go down to Hajj, go to a feast day like that has multiple days, such as go down to, oh shoot.
Are you able to see?
No, we see channel content, YouTube.
Let's see
Yeah,
here.
yeah, like a
There
there.
you go. There you go. So yeah, all we want to do is just see, okay, so go down. So you see Feast of Tabernacles. So it'll start on the 21st at evening at sunset, and then on the 29th at sunset, it will be completely over. Okay. So we have the dates on there so you know when it starts and when it's completely over at. Okay. Does that make sense that way, Paras?
It does. Each date at even is when the commencing or the closing will be.
There you go. So, because a lot of the times with in Israelite in Israel, they'll put the start of the closing. So on Tabernacles, they'll have the 28th, but it's it's still that you still have the 28th is the last day far as is in the 7 days in the tent, but you have that eighth day. You got
Correct.
me? So
Correct.
yeah, so as you guys can see, these are our feast days, and so we're just gonna go real quick on how we came up and got these feast days. Pross, can you give me that scripture of a Abib king? I didn't write that one down. The that I think it's Exodus 12 or 16. One Abib.
Take a
This should
look.
be the beginning of months to you. Is it
Uh,
12? I
the
think it might be
the
12.
beginning of months is in
Yes, 12. Exodus
yeah,
12.
12 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead
This
and read it when you got it.
the book of Exodus, chapter 12 and verse 2. This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you.
Okay, so this is talking about the month of Abib, the month of Abib. That's in where it says Abib is what in is it Deuteronomy 16?
Yeah, that's Deuteronomy. Yeah, it's gonna be
So they can see Abib, Abib. So the first month of the year for us is the month of Bib. Here in captivity, here in America, is January. Well, January is in the dead of winter. A new year starts, what we're reading is in the month of Abib, which means what does Abib mean, Pros? The ear of the corn?
yeah. Abib is in reference to the ear of the corn, referring to the first harvest, right? The
There
first
you go.
when life returns to the earth.
There you go. Because in the winter, there's no crops and stuff growing in the dead of
Right.
winter. Okay.
Exactly. This is talking about a season of fruitfulness.
There you go. So, according to the Bible, the beginning of the year would be around March, April. And if you guys notice, too, brothers and sisters online, when is your taxes due by? By April. They're not. Ross said, they're not doing January. Why is that? It's the end of the year. I mean, the end of December. They're not due by end of December, but
Right.
they're due by April because April is like I said, March, April is around the springtime, which is the beginning of the year.
Right.
Okay, biblically. Okay, that one in Deuteronomy
I
chapter
got
16.
Yes, sir. Deuteronomy 16 and 1. And it says, Observe the month of Abib, and keep the Passover unto the Lord thy God. For in the month of Abib, the Lord thy God brought thee forth out of Egypt by night.
There you go. So this is the month of Abib. That's our new year. Okay. So if we can look at this screen here we got on our calendar, it says January 13th, which will be the 11th month. Why is that? Because Faraz, what is the I'm drawing a blank. December is
Yeah,
short
so
S for 10.
right, yeah, the Latin prefixes for each number, right? You have September, sept is 7. Then you have October, oct is for 8. Then
Yes,
you
sir.
have November, nov
For
is
nine.
9, and then
Yes, sir.
December, des is 10. Decagon,
Yeah,
decade,
absolutely.
that reference to 10. So yes, those are the Latin prefixes that the Gregorian calendar has adopted, and it literally tells you the number of that month. But for some reason, like you said, they've switched the first month to the one that comes right after the 10th month.
There you go. Because now, and we're in December right now, and in December it's 12 according to them. But if you look on our calendar, look in December, Ahijah, and what does it say at the bottom? Of that new moon, the 10th month, the 10th month. So we're in line with it the proper way. When it does get to December, we know we're only in the 10th month. It's not the new year after December's over. We still got a few more months until we get to, like I said, March, April time. Okay. So if we can, Paraz, we're not going to go over every new moon, but I do want to show if we can, we'll go back to Leviticus 23 and see how we charted them. And so, Haji, if you can, give me a regular, I want a regular calendar up as well, if you can, so we can count the days. Okay, so we're going to try to make it as simple as possible. So all of our new moons come when the moon is full. So it's a full moon. Okay. Ahijah, actually, I'm sorry, King. Pull up the article I sent you about the full moons, so that we can, yeah, we'll just go from there. Get the full moon one, and then we'll get just a blank calendar. You can use a blank calendar. I sent it to you directly. Full moon calendar, so you can see that how we come up with the full moons. Because, like I said, beforehand, we would know. We would see the full moon, and then from there we would count. We would get the understanding from the days until the next full moon. Okay, that's how we would do things. But now we just taking a little easy route, a little shortcut where it's already being implemented of when the moons are full. Okay, so that we're not counting and going out day by day, sunset to sunset. So now, um.
Let me see. Go
There you
back in.
go. Okay.
Oh. So this was a link you sent me. I'm not sure exactly. Okay.
Yes, yes. So you're gonna scroll down high, right there. Wait, hold on. This is January. This is. Let me see. Go up. Oh yeah, no, this is it. Okay, so that's cool. So right here, this is just a quick Google search on a website that tells you all the full moons of the year. Okay, so as you can see, January 13th would be the next full moon, the next new moon of the 2025 year, okay, according to the Gregorian calendar. So, Ahijah, go back to our calendar, okay? You keep this one though, keep it nearby. Go back to ours.
The one that you wanted me to. Oh, never mind.
No, our for our feast days.
Absolutely.
Because I want to show January. So we're in the 10th month, okay? The 10th month on our calendar. We're in the 10th month. So this is the 2025. Ahijah, do you happen to have the 2024 or no?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well, while I'm talking, if you can find it. So as you can see, the next new moon is January 13th. That's what we have up on here for the next new moon. And as you can see next to it, it says it's the 11th month, the month of Sabbat, okay? Sabbat. So that's the 11th month. That'll be the start of the 11th month. Because, like I said, right now in December, we're in the 10th month. January 13th will be the start of the 11th month. Then the next new moon after that would be February 12th. February 12th. Okay. I see how he's just looking for something. He's looking for the photo. Okay.
Okay. Give me 1 second here so I
No,
can
you're
find
fine.
the other calendar for you.
Right. Well, I mean, and technically, Elijah, we don't need it, King. I was just going to show them the carry on because our calendar from 2024 ends in December, like of this year. So I was just showing how that we're in the 10th month from the 2024 calendar. But it's okay because I already said January will be the 11th month. So you can pull up the old calendar and that's fine. We can go from there. So. If you can, Pros, can you get the scripture for the day of destruction in Nicanor, please? I don't think your ark wrote it down.
Is that second
It's,
Maccabee?
yeah, second. Mhm.
Yeah.
I just don't remember exactly where. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go, Pete.
What's that? Oh,
Uh,
14.
uh, yeah, second Maccabees 15 and 36. So
15.
Ahijah, pull our calendar up, please, King. All right, so we're
Our
gonna
new
start.
one.
Yeah, our new one. Yes, sir. Pull up our new one, and then after that, just pull up a regular calendar to count with us for 2025.
So I won't be able to pull them up side by side, just one after another.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, okay. So right now, brothers and sisters, you Google to make it simple for you those full moon dates. Once you get those full moon dates, then that's where you'll be able to calculate far as is in you'll count into that new moon. whatever the feast day lands on, you'll be able to count into it. So you remember that's just an easier way to start with the full moon so you know when the new months are, okay? Um, Paraz, so it says destruction. So as I told you, so right now in December, as we speak, we're in the 10th month, okay? And January 13th will be the 11th month, which is Sabbath of 2025. And then February 12th will be the 12th month, which is Adar, okay? So after that, you got the destruction of Nicanor, okay, or Nicanor, February 24th to the 25th, the 13th day of Adar. Faraz, read 2nd Maccabees 15 and 36 when you got it.
I got you. The book of Second Maccabees, chapter 15 and verse 36. And they ordained all with a common decree, in no case to let that day pass without solemnity, but to celebrate the 13th day of the 12th month, which in the Syrian tongue is called Adar, the day before Mardosh's day.
Which is Mordecai's, which is the Feast of Purim. Okay, so as you can see, so Hijah, pull up a calendar with me and take me to February 12th, 2025, because we got February 24th, and it said the 13th day, right?
Yeah,
I pull up a regular calendar. We're gonna go to February of 2025.
It should pop up if I go here. Uh, mm, no, it's not popping up that way. All right, well, let's go through this. Sorry about that, brothers. Bear with me 1 second.
You're fine.
yeah, you good, bro.
You're good.
Hmm.
Hmm. There you go. It might probably just let you push forward.
What you want to go to?
February.
Uh, February, yes, sir. So there you go. So February 12th is the new moon. That's the full moon. That's what we seen on the thing, February 12th. So Ahijah, starting from the 12th, it's the 13th day of Adar. Because remember, February, the start of February 12th, is the month of Adar, the 12th month in the Hebrew calendar. Okay. So the 12th day and count 13 days from 12.
Starting from number
One,
12.
two, three.
Starting from 12, because that's when the new moon starts.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
There
14.
you go. No, 13. It's
Oh,
the
13, sorry,
13th.
the
It's
13.
the 13th day now. So as you can see, go back to our calendar, Ahijah. So we went to the 12th month, which is February 12th. That's the start of the 12th month. And then we counted from the start of that 12th month that day, 13 days. And when you get those 13 days, you get to February 24th. Right, Brother P?
Yeah, no, that's exactly what we experienced. So February 24th at even,
There.
that's what starts that day. And sure enough on the calendar, right? It
Yes,
says
sir.
right the 24th at even, which branches over into the 25th, and then you have Purim right after. So that yeah, that's
There, there
absolutely
you There you go. So there you go. So from there, keep it up, Ahijah, keep it up. So then now it says we got Purim in the 14th day of Adar. So it's the 13th day is Nicanor, and then the 14th day. So let's get Purim, P, to show them why we got the 14th day. Okay.
sure, sure, sure.
14th day. And we don't got to go back to February because, brothers, we just counted 13. So if they don't know 14 right after, it should be easy. Uh, we want Esther chapter. Um,
It's chapter 9,
yeah. Mhm. And do 21.
21.
I mean, you can do 19 as well, though, either one of them.
No sweat. This is the book of Esther, chapter 9 and verse 19. Therefore, the Jews of the villages that dwelt in the unwalled towns made the 14th day of the month Adar a day of gladness and feasting, and a good day of sending portions one to another.
There you go. So we'll jump down to 21, King.
Verse 21. To establish this among them, that they should keep the 14th day of the month Adar and the 15th day on the same yearly.
Yearly. So the 14th and 15th. So now when you look back at our calendar, we already got down from February to show that we're in the 12th month of Adar. We counted to the 13th day, which ended us to the 24th of for destruction in Nicanor, the 13th day, and then the 14th day would be the 25th at even. And then that is a 2 day, the 14th and the 15th. So that's why you'll see the 25th at even to the 26th is 1, and from the 26th at even to the 27th at even is 2. That's the 2 days, the 14th and 15th day of Adar, okay? And that's our Feast of Purim. That's how we were able to get that, okay? All right, and P, you already know at any time, whatever you say, whatever you got to say, King, at all,
No,
anytime.
that's I mean, so far that's really it. You find
Yeah,
out
no, it's real. It's not as hard, but I'm trying to make it basic because I know it. P. It's for
oh,
new
I mean,
people. It's like
it,
what?
it makes perfect sense. We find where the new moon is, and then according to the days written, you just count in, well, from this new moon, I'm counting in 14 days, and there's my feast day.
There you go. There you
Yeah,
go. So
yeah.
after from there, so you can see so after Purim, our next new moon would be March 13th. Okay, that would be the month, our first month. After the 12th month, we start the first month, which is Abib. That's what the brother Paraz brought out earlier to show you guys. That's when our new year starts. That's when springtime, that's when our new year starts. So now we're at the first month. Okay, Paraz, let's get Leviticus chapter 23.
Sure.
And we're gonna you can start at
Uh,
start at two. Start at two.
2. The
Mhm.
book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts.
Go ahead.
6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest, and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings.
So that's the Lord's weekly Sabbath. Okay. Read on.
These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons.
There you go. So now we're gonna read about a couple of the feast days that you proclaim in their seasons, based upon what we said with the new moon, because the moon is a sign for seasons and feasts and all those things. Okay. So go ahead and read on, King.
Verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover.
You see that? So it says in the 14th day of the first month. So as we look on the calendar, we know new moon, March 13th is Abib. That's the first day of the first month. Ahijah, can you pull up the calendar and go to March 13th? And then we're going to count 14 days from March 13th, okay? To see where we land to get our Passover date. March 13th. Yep, start there and count 14. Start from
One,
13. No, start from 13. There you
one,
go.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
There you go. Wait, where you at?
26. Oop.
26th.
I think it should be the 27th. 13. 1,
Who
1,
started on
2.
the 13th?
Yeah.
13th.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
You're because you know why, Hija? Because you're absolutely right. Faraz, it's my fault. I'm throwing him off.
Yeah,
He is
just
right.
count. You started on the 14th.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, you are supposed. I'm throwing him off when you count from a full moon, you start from the full moon, and I'm
Right.
starting on the 13th. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So,
You're absolutely right, Hija. I'm throwing you off. Okay, from the 14th because the new moon it starts at the 13th. 13 at even. Even from
mhm.
there, that's one day. Now you count, Ahijah, which would be good. Go ahead, King. Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
There you go. I apologize, brothers. Ahijah was in the spirit, and I'm over here like, no, no, it's the new moon. I'm thinking of the new moon, only from the new moon, but it's okay. So you got 14th, you got the 27th of March, will be the Passover, the 14th at even, which that's going to be 7 days. So you count 7 days from there, okay? And you're going to get 20 to 27 to 28, 1, 29, 2, 30, 3, 31, 4. The first five, the second 6, and the third 7. That's what you're gonna get. Okay. So on the third at even is when the feast of the Passover or the feast of unleavened bread will be over. Okay. Make sense, brothers?
Absolutely.
All right. All right. All praises. So Haji, let's go back to the calendar. So now we see we got the Passover, and I apologize. Ahijah, I got you count. Ahijah's like, no, you got to count here. I get it. I got you, King. He's in the spirit. All praises. All praises. All right. So we were at Passover. So now on the new moon calendar, if you look at it, you'll see the next new moon after that would be April 12th, and that'll be the start of the second month, which would be Ziph, okay? Ziph. And then um we have after that the day of Simon, the day of Simon. You got that precept, Prof, for day of Simon, the date?
I want to say that is also second Maccabees, yeah.
It should be.
So, find it. Um, I'm drawing a blank on that one, big
He's,
dog.
no, he's like, where the hell is it at? No, it's in
Yeah, I'm
Maccabees.
I'm drawing a blank on it. Wait, hold on. The day of Simon.
Day of Simon.
All right.
All right, that's gonna be First Maccabees P
It's first
chapter.
Maccabees. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah, um, First Maccabees 13 and 51. Okay. The day of
13.
Simon.
Okay, I'm there.
Got you. Read it when you got it.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 13 and verse 51. And entered into it I'm sorry, and entered into it the 23rd day of the second month in the 170 and 1 year, with thanksgiving and branches of palm trees, and with harps and cymbals, and with viols and hymns and psalms, because there was destroyed a great enemy out of Israel.
Go ahead.
He ordained also that that day should be kept every year with gladness.
That's why we keep the day of Simon every year with gladness. Go ahead.
Moreover, the hill of the temple that was by the tower he made stronger than it was, and there he dwelt himself with his company.
There you go. So that's a day of Simon, which is not a high holy day. It's not a Sabbath. You can buy and sell, cook, work. You can do all that good stuff on the day of Simon as well as with the Feast of Purim. No, you can buy and sell, you can cook, you can work, okay, on those days. You shouldn't want to. It's a feast day,
But yeah, no,
but you,
but to the point, they're just they're days of remembrance. They're things that we
yeah,
commemorate.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. So now, Hajj, if we can get a calendar and we can go back, because now remember we're in the second month, and it says the second month. It says that the day assignment is on the fourth, the 23rd day of Ziph. So go back to the 13th of uh, that month, that other the next month, the
Second
second
month.
month. Okay,
Oh, you said
and that
March, correct?
ye- yeah, that was the day. It's in May. Excuse me, April. Start in April.
Yes,
April,
okay.
because we already did Passover. We did the next new
Yes.
moon, which is the April 12th, and then so you're gonna go to April 12th, Ahijah, and you're gonna count from April 12th. There you go. From there, because it's that's where you count from that day that the new moon starts to get to the feast day, but not when you're counting a feast day from the 7 days of a feast. You can go to the next day like you did, but from here, go ahead and you can go ahead and count, King, to the 23. So we're counting 23 because this is the start, Ahijah. Yeah, go ahead. And 23 days. Go ahead and count it, King.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
There you go. So we have what? The 20, we have what date is that we have?
May 4th.
May 4th. So go back to our calendar. May 4th. We have May 4th after we counted those days. Okay. And don't a lot of you brothers be out there celebrating Star Wars and shit on that day. That's the day of Simon, okay? Your brothers is gonna be May the 4th be, you know what I'm talking about, Pete? You know how they making a big deal, bro. They gave that day to what's it called? But yeah, so now if you look back on the calendar, day assignment, we got May 4th. Starts May 4th at even, and it's over on the 5th at even. That's the 23rd day of Ziph, the second month. Okay? Then from there, you'll see the next new moon that says May 12th. That's the third month. Okay. And like I said, on that calendar, you would see that would be when a full moon lands. Okay. May 12th would be the third month. Okay. Now, the next thing we jump down, Hijah, and we got Feast of First Fruits. Okay. So, Pros, let's go back over to Leviticus chapter 23.
Right. I was gonna say because this one's not necessarily counted by the month new moon. This is counted from
Yes, sir. By the weeks. Uh-huh. So Haji, you can pull the calendar up for the weeks, and then you're going to start from Passover. So you're going to go back to March when Passover ends. You're going to go when Passover ends, which is going to be March. Um, the third is when it ends. So, and then you're going to go to that Sabbath, the Sabbath from after when it ends. Okay. Um, While you're looking up that Paras, go ahead and read that so we can. Where's that at? Verse
15.
7. Go ahead, read it when you got it, family.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 15. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheave of the wave offering, 7 Sabbaths shall be complete.
Go ahead.
Even unto the morrow after the 7 Sabbaths shall ye number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Lord.
There you go. So as we can see, so March, Hijah, take us to March. Okay, go. Can you? There you go. March. So March 14th. I mean, excuse me. March. When did Passover end? I'm getting confused. On the date. Let me see. Passover ended on the 14th. I mean, excuse me. It ends on the third. Okay, so go to the 3rd of March. Okay, Aisha, boom. So you go to the that Saturday. You see the Saturday, the 8th, Ahijah? That following Sabbath, boom. And then we're gonna count 7 Sabbaths from there. Okay. So
One.
eight would be one. No, eight would be the
Oh,
Sabbath because it's after the
one.
Passover. Yeah.
Okay. One, two, three, four, five,
Go ahead.
6, 7, and
There you
1.
there you go. So um, but that it's on because it's on a Sunday. So you're gonna
Correct.
start it. Um, so there. Now you go to feast the first fruits. Where are we at? Why is this Mark? Wait, where are we at? We're in April.
Yeah, no, I think you want 1 month back.
Yeah, no, because I'm looking at the calendar that you have up there, and I'm like, no. So the first fruit should be the third month is Savan, which I said, yes, you're right, Ahijah, because you stay with me on there, because we're in the third month. So which with the third month would be after we did day of Simon, the third month new moon would be the 12th. Okay, then we're at first fruits. Okay, but it's like Paul said, so we're counting from Passover. Okay, from
Hmm.
Passover, which is what? Go back to Passover again. Go back to March. Okay. March. So March 27th is when Passover starts, right? And when it ends on the third, go down to the third right there. Underneath. Now,
3rd of
now,
April.
now you see the five right there? That's that count
Correct.
that. See that one day, the third, the fourth?
Mhm.
That's the one day, Ahijah. See
That's
the one?
April. Hmm.
Yeah, so it
1 week,
Passover ends on the third. There's one day, and then
1
plus the
Sabbath,
seventh. There you go. So go
2
two.
Sabbath, 3 Sabbath, 4 Sabbath, 5 Sabbaths, 6 Sabbath, 7 Sabbath,
There you go. No,
one
no, you
day.
don't count, you don't count
Oh,
that extra
oh,
day
because
because
that
we
first day was
remember
already in the front.
it was counted. Exactly. So that first day plus those 7 Sabbaths is the 50 days. Okay. Does that make sense, brothers? Because we want the people that's seeing it and hearing it to understand that. So April, I mean, so like I said, so March 3rd, when the feast day ended, you count 7 Sabbaths from that Sabbath after the Passover. Once you get to the 7 Sabbaths, you're gonna get down here to now May, um, excuse me, May 17th. Okay. So now, how you go back to our calendar? That's the most trickiest one, P, to count because you're not, like you said, you're not counting days. So you're not getting to the second month and then you're getting there. You got to count the weeks, the 7 weeks after the Passover. Okay. So back to our calendar. So we got the Feast of First Fruits, which fall in May 17th. That's the 7 weeks after Passover, as you can see. And that's the 1 day feast. 1 day feast, the Feast of First Fruits, the Feast of Pentecost are also known as the Feast of Weeks. 7 Sabbaths after the Passover date from the third, that's following Sabbath. You count 7 Sabbaths, brings you to the May 17th to the May 18th. Okay. Then now from there, Ahijah, give me then with the next you as you can see, we got another new moon after first fruits, which would be the start of the fourth month. That was the third month, the start of the fourth, which is June 11th, the start of the fourth month. Now, the next new moon after that would be July 10th, the start of the fifth month, the start of the fifth month. Okay. Then the next new moon after that would be August 9th. August 9th, which would be the sixth month, which would be called Elul. Elul. Okay. And that would be on the 9th and the 10th. Okay. So, and then the next new moon is called the Paraz. Let me get Leviticus 23 and give me the memorial on the trumpets, please, King. And
Uh,
it is a new moon, but it's the highest of them. It's the memorial blowing trumpets. It's out of all the new moon, it's the only one that God made a high holy day. They're all high holy days, but he separated this seventh new moon to be the memorial of the blowing of trumpets. So anytime you ever see the memorial blowing of trumpets, remember it is always the first day of the seventh month, the new moon of the seventh month. Read it when you got it, Pete.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 23. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, in the first day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of trumpets, and holy convocation.
Go ahead.
Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
There you go. So you shall. The for, Memorial the blowing of trumpets is a Sabbath day. So it's not like them. You can't work this day, can't buy and sell, but you can cook because it's a high holy day. Okay, but it's hallowed, so no working, no buying and selling on that day, but feasting. Okay. That's what we see as is in the memorial blowing of trumpets. And that would be the start of the 7th month. Okay. So Ahijah, after that, after that, Ahijah, we got the Day of Atonement, September 16th. So Paraz, go ahead and read that down on Leviticus 23 and
Yes, sir.
27.
Yes, sir. Verse 27. Also, on the 10th day of this 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls, and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
You see that? So it says also in this 7th month. So as you look on our calendar, you see memorial and blowing the trumpets. That's the 7th month of
Let
Ethanim.
me, let me pull that up. Sorry.
Yes, sir. Okay. Seventh month. The 10th day of the 7th month. You pulling up the calendar, King?
Can you see it? Oh, it didn't pop up. Hold on.
No, no, not yet.
Sorry, it popped up on my end. It didn't go through. Did it pop up?
No, still our calendar.
Oh, second here. What the hell is this?
Huh. There you go, King. Right. So now we said the 7th month is what day, Ahijah? We got the 7th month is as September 7th, okay? So go to September 7th. Boom. Now we're gonna count 10 days from there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There you go. So the 16th at even will be the Day of Atonement. September 16th at even will be the start of Day of Atonement. And it's only one day. So it's from 16th to the 17th. Okay. That's the Day of Atonement. That's what's on our calendars. Okay. All right. You can go well, because we're gonna go to Tabernacle. Stay right there, Haja. Paraz. Now let's go ahead and read down to the next feast day, which is gonna be the Feast of Tabernacles.
Yes, sir.
Let's get where you want to start at 34, King.
Yes, sir. It says, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, The 15th day of this 7th month shall be the feast of tabernacles for 7 days unto the Lord.
You see that? So it says the 15th day. So remember of this same month. The 7th month is cracking. You got Day of Atonement, you got Memorial blowing the trumpets, Day of Atonement, and you got Tabernacles all in the 7th month. Okay. So it says on the 15th day of this 7th month shall be the Feast of Tabernacles. So where did that new moon come in on that day, Ahijah? So we're gonna count 15 days instead of 10 days. Or you can start from the 16th and count what, 5 more days? But just count from the new moon, which would
The
be
moon was a 7, so
yes, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay. So on our calendars, we got Feast of Tabernacles, September 21st through the 9th. Go ahead and count 8 days from there. It's a 7 day feast. It's an 8 day feast, 7 night days dwelling in the tent. Okay. Go ahead, Haja. Count from there. 21st.
2,
No, you don't.
3.
Yeah, you'll count it like forward, like you did the other time.
Mhm.
One, like count at 22, because it's now we're counting the feast days. You feel me? 1 day, 2 day, like that. So you count it.
1,
Yeah,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
there you go. So on the 29th at even, the feast will be over. So from the 21st, you'll be in your tent, the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th. That's 7 nights. You'll wake up, it'll be Sunday. When you wake up Sunday, that night will start the 8th day of the tabernacles. Okay? All right. Makes sense, brothers? Makes sense. All praises. All praises. I'm trying to be basic and clear and as easy as I can, without trying to be too all over the place. So I
I mean,
hope hopefully.
it's gonna be difficult because again, it's like you're trying to break down a different kind of calendar and it's measured a different way because we know that our day starts at night. That's why it says at even. So that
Right.
can be confusing when people are counting days and you're doing great. It's just
Right. No, yeah,
like
absolutely.
it's like bro, I was watching this documentary of this guy and he put a bike together where the bike when you turn it the traditional way, the wheel turns the other way.
Oh, wow.
Right. And
Wow.
so but it was like a mind thing. He was trying to get people to see when you're trying to program your mind to do something different, just
Right.
how your mind goes back to what it's used to. You're used to turning one way and the bike turns that way. But he's
Right.
like, try to ride a bike where when you turn to the right, the wheel goes left.
Right.
See how long it takes you to get that coordination down. So imagine us understanding how days and months work according to a Gregorian calendar. Now
Right.
you're trying to switch over. So there's gonna be like little mistakes like, you know what? I kind of miscalculated that. It's difficult, bro. It's not an
Right.
easy thing to just switch over. So
Right.
really don't be beating yourself up. You're doing fine.
Oh, no,
Just
no, no. I just want it easier for everybody
all
because
right,
for
no,
me, I
right.
mean,
I hear you.
I'm clear on it, P, but
All right, no,
for
I'm
the
saying you're trying to make it easy
yeah.
so that they
And
can grasp it. I'm saying don't beat yourself up because there's
it's
these
just not a
where
simple thing to understand.
it's difficult, bro. It's hard.
Right. Well, and you know how I look at it too, P, is because even, a lot of the times people get confused with when we say the day starts at night. Here in America, doesn't a day start at nighttime?
It does.
It does. It starts in
At
the
the middle
middle
of the
of the
middle
night,
of the
not
right, which
right,
again, saying just leaving it at well, the day starts at night. Well, that
right,
doesn't change understanding. You have to say
right,
when, right?
right.
That's what makes it, yeah.
Right. So they, right now in America, a new day will start at 12 o'clock. It's middle of the night. So when we tell you guys that our day starts at sunset at night, it shouldn't be so far-fetched because the days here that we deal with do start in the middle of the night. They don't start at daytime. They start at 12 o'clock a.m. That's when the day starts, which is in the pitch black. Okay. So
It's
our
like
days,
it's like teaching an athlete, a superstar athlete, an all-star elite athlete who got paralyzed how to walk all over again. Like, they
right.
know how to do it, they just can't. So to tell
Right.
hard to understand.
Con, all praises. All right, so we what okay, so Elijah, so we got that. We got the Passover, the tabernacles counted from the 21st to the 29th. From even on the 21st to even on the 29th, it's over. Okay. So usually what we do is we'll get together like so on that 28th, we'll bring the closing in per se to do it like that instead of getting together on the 29th to close it out. We'll come together and do our thing on that 28th that night to do it. So that's usually how we'll do it on those days. Okay. But remember, when you see on our calendar, That date you see it starts, and the date you see that sunset, it starts, and that sunset of that date, it's over. Okay. All right. So next one, let's get our calendar back up, Haja. Next one, we got our calendar back up. And then from there, we're going to go from, we went from tabernacles. So from there, we're going to go to another new moon. Another new moon. And that next new moon after tabernacles, because tabernacles is in what month? The 7th month, okay, which is Ethanim. And like I said, if we got the scriptures to show you the names and all that stuff, but like I said, brothers and sisters, I'm trying to make this easy for you to be able to just get the full moon and count the days from there to show you how it happens, okay? Um, so we got Elijah, what you got on the screen for me. So the next one, right under his marker, you got the next new moon of the 8th month will be October 6th, the month of Bull. Bull. Okay? That's the 8th month, Bull. Then we got November 5th. Then we got Ahijah back on the screen. Hey, 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 hey. The calendar is gone. You're muted. Okay. So the next we have the 8th month bull, which is October, and that goes back to what Brother Paul says. What does October mean, P?
Oct is the prefix for 8, like an
There
oct.
you go. There you go. So it's lining up for that what it's actually supposed to be, the 8th month. And in America, it's not the 8th month. It's already the 9th month, correct?
And
October.
October is the 10th. It's the 10th month.
The 10th month. No, you're right. October is the 10th month for them. You're right. So there you go. So we're in that would be the 8th month in October 6th, the new moon. Then the next new moon would be November 5th, the 9th month, and that would be Caslu. Okay. And then in that 9th month of Caslu, which is November 5th, now P, let's go to Feast of
I'm already
Dedication.
there. Yep. First
Oh, yep.
Maccabees 4.
Read it when you got it, King.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 4, and verse 59. Moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year, by the space of 8 days, from the 25th day of the month Caslu, with mirth and gladness.
There you go. So it says from the 5 and 20th day, the 25th day of Caslu, as you guys can see on our calendar, the 25th. So, Haja, if you want to go back to the calendar and go to November 5th, and then we're going to count 25 days from November 5th. 25 days from November 5th.
November 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
There you go. So you see, it lands on the 29th. So the Feast of Dedication for 2025 will be November 29th at even, okay? And that's an 8-day feast. So you go ahead and count 8 days from there, Haj.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. Okay. Where you at? Where you at?
January 1st.
January 1st. Okay. All right. So I got to fix that. I apologize. I didn't fix that on the calendar. So it would be over. Wait, January. No, we should be in this. Wait, why are we
I'm
in?
sorry. I
Yeah,
apologize. I
Yeah, I'm like,
apologize.
why are we in? Why are we in January?
I'm sorry. I
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
no,
good.
he
December
was in
1st.
December on that one.
Okay,
December.
okay, okay.
December 1st.
Well, no, no, no.
No, yeah. No, it
It
should be
should
no. It should be December 6th. Wait, hold on. I got
be
this
seventh,
to the
the sixth
6th.
at even, which is the seventh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So the 6th at even. Correct, P?
I believe so.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, so no, on the 6th at even. Where's it at, Haj? I'm getting a little thrown off. The 6th at even. And this is for
Let's
December
for the
6th.
sake of getting it right, let's just start at the. Remember, we said the 29th,
Yes,
right?
sir.
When he falls, let's just count it one more time.
Yes, sir. Count it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
So it falls on the seventh, Sunday the seventh.
8.
There you go. So that's when it'll be over, brothers. So I got that has to be on your guys' calendars. It says 6th. That's one I didn't catch. Okay. This like I had to fix tabernacles too. So that one for Feast of Dedication, it will be over on the 7th. Okay. The 7th of December, the Feast of Dedication will be completely over. Okay. That's when it will be over, the 7th. Now, how you guys see it on the calendar for you brothers, remember the closing would start on the 6th. So if you're looking at our calendar right now and you see the 6th on there, remember that would be the start of it, but it would be completely over on the 7th at even. Okay, go back to our calendar so I can show the brothers and sisters online what I'm talking about because of me not putting the 7th. So the brothers and sisters can see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Roll down a little.
It won't go. That's the bottom of the
Okay.
picture.
Oh, you can go ahead and re-click on it then. Okay, because at the bottom you can barely see because is it mine? It's mine. I
Yeah,
think it's my little.
it does say to the yeah.
Yeah, so it says to the 6th on there, brothers, but that'll be the 6th will be the start of the closing. So I'm gonna update and post online for all you guys where it'll say 7th. Okay, so you know the 7th is when it's over. At even, it's over. Right now, what you guys see, the 6th will be the start of the closing. Okay, so I'm gonna repost so all the brothers and sisters and their ribs and all that will make sure they have the opening even and the closing at even. Okay, so there won't be no confusion with that. So that's Feast of Dedications. From there, as we know on the Gregorian calendar, the next month after that would be what? January, which would be the new year, and that would be 2026. So that's why we say this is the calendar for 2025. Okay. Ahaja, if we can, real quick, pull up that article I sent you with the full moons, because then I'm just going to show the new moons, and then we're going to wrap it up, brothers. Brother Pros, you have anything to add, or
Nope, you've done immaculately. I feel like that's you've laid it out really well. And again, the counting just showing this is our new moon, and then you count in your feast days. It's a good formula to have.
you're right? Try to make it simple so it doesn't take no damn. It doesn't take a Issachar, right, Paras, to now Judah can do it. Dan can do it.
I
Gad
mean,
can well, Gad been able to do it. But yeah, Gad and Issachar, they got it on lock. But yeah, all praise.
that's
So
their gift. But we are a kingdom of priests now. I mean,
ah, so yeah, click on that, Hajj, if you can. The calendars phase. Then I'm just gonna show real quick the brothers of why how. Mhm.
And add. Come on, Canada.
Come on, Canada. Come on, Uriah the Hit. I mean, not Uriah the Hittite.
Immediately. All
This
right,
one
go
here.
scroll. Yeah, scroll down high, and then okay, there we go. So that's 2025, right? Yes, sir. All right, so scroll up real quick, high. All right, so as you guys can see for 2025, okay, you don't remember we go off the full moon as the new moon, not the dark moon on the right. You guys don't pay that no attention, okay? That's we ain't getting our times off of that. That's not a sign that we read in Genesis and Sirach, that a light that decreases in its perfection, okay? So
I
as you
was
can see, were you gonna say something, Pete?
I was just gonna say one of the main reasons why we subscribe to this one, the full moon, is because in Psalms, I'll get it if I may.
Yes,
This
sir.
is Psalms 80, 81, I'm sorry, and verse 3. It says, "Blow up the trumpet in the new moon, in the time appointed on our solemn feast day." So, of course, the new moon is a feast day. We know that. And the word that's in the text for in the time appointed, it literally says full moon.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is why we correlate. It says blow up the trumpet in the new moon. Excuse me. And then when it says in the time appointed, it's the word there is full moon. So the new moon is the full moon. That's how we match that up.
There you go. Straight up and down. So all we're gonna do, Haj, is I'm gonna read off our new moon dates. You're gonna go down where the full moon is, and so that we make sure that all the brothers can see that's how you see where the full moon is, and that's how we counted from. We counted from them. Okay. So January 13th.
Permission to speak real quick.
Yes, sir, King.
And brothers and sisters, don't be simple. Don't sit up here and be like, well, technically the new moon is at 1:55 a.m., so we don't have to
Right.
celebrate it on the that night. We have to wait till the night. Don't be simple.
Right.
Don't.
No, that's Esau thinking he has it down to the time of when it's in its fullness. Okay. So yeah, don't if back in our days, like I said, uh tribe of Gad, Issachar in their glory, yeah, they would have had it calculated as well. So, but we know that Esau, they're putting specific times, like it's gonna be completely 100% full at this time. When we look at it, the moon's going to look full a few days before and a few days after the new moon, okay? Anytime you get a full moon, it always looks full for multiple days. Right, brothers? Doesn't the moon look full for multiple days, even when it's not?
It does. It looks full before it's full
Yes,
sometimes.
sir. So yeah, so don't get caught up in the time or nothing. So Hija, if we can, so you're gonna just scroll down. So we got January 13th is gonna be our 11th month new moon. We got February 12th is going to be our next new moon. Okay. We for March, we got March 13th. Excuse me.
14th.
14th. Yes. March 4th. I'm sorry. March 14th. Um let's see. Wait, I got March. No, no. Why is he? Wow. Wow.
You got to edit the calendar.
No, it's just a trip because me and Enoch and Ezra just went over this, and then now Ahijah. Because you see where yours says CDT, that time, CDAM.
Oh, Central.
Yeah, so that's why. Okay,
Central.
because yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, because you're ahead, Ahijah. So that's why it's saying the 14th. But for me, it's the 13th. You feel me? It says the
Yeah.
13th for us. But
Because the
I'm looking
time
at,
zone
I'm
I'm
like,
currently
yeah, and
in.
I'm looking, I'm like, so I no, we didn't mess up. We didn't mess up.
Right.
This is Central Time,
PS,
so
No, I'm
that's
just
why
in a.
PST.
he's 2 hours in
It,
advance where
it's
he's
it's
at.
gonna be that, yeah. So it's 11. It'll be 11 something your guys' time.
11:55, which would be the
The third,
13th.
Right,
but
right.
Right.
Now
So
Pacific
read
Pacific Standard Time.
right, Pacific Standard. So that's why the brother said don't get caught up on the times. But anyways, so the 14th, we have the 13th because of work of the specific standard time, like the brother was bringing out. But we're fine and safe. It's the 13th. Okay, the 13th of March. Then the next one we got for April is April 12th. April 12th, we got that. Ahijah, after April 12th, we should have the next new moon will be May 12th. May 12th, we got that. The next new moon after May will be June, and that'll be June 11th. Okay. Then the next new moon after June will be the fifth month for us, which would be the 10th, July 10th. There it is there. The next new moon after that will be August 9th, the sixth month. There you go. Then we got September 7th. We got the 7th. Then we got October 6th. There you go. And then we got November 5th. And then we got December 4th. Okay. So that's how we got the new moon. And go back to our calendar, High. So the brothers and sisters can see. I was like, man, uh, uh, yeah, go back to our calendar. So now brothers can just see that's all the new moons. And then keep these calendars that we're making for you because by us putting the biblical name on there and what month it is, that's what's going to help you keep track of what month we're in. Okay. That's what's going to help you. So now when you look at the calendar, you're like January, you know when January comes next month, but you look at our calendar and it says right on the right, the 11th month, Sabbat. It tells you what month we are in our Hebrew calendar. Okay. No, new moon, February 12th, the 12th month of Adar. So now when you're calculating the new month, the new moons for that next year, you're starting off from our months. You know what month we're in based upon the Hebrew calendar to get to all the calculations for the following year full moons. Okay. So yeah. So that's really it, man. Shoot. I hope and pray, man, that somebody was able to take something from this and able to be able to count. I mean, like we said, like the brothers brought out, it ain't just as simple as that because of the way the mind is already set up on our dates, okay? But it is that simple to just count the days from the full moon. Right, brothers? Is it that simple?
absolutely, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
So,
And also,
brothers,
if I may,
yes, yes.
no, I just want to let our brothers know it's just as easy as we had to get used to calling it April, May, June, July, August to assimilate to Esau's world. Get it back in your vocabulary, get it back in your custom, at least among your children, your family, your friends, your loved one, to say, hey, you ready for the month of Bib? You ready for the month of Ziph? So that way, when you say the month Ziph, you're able to say, oh, yeah, he's referring to April.
Right, right,
So
right,
that
right,
way,
right.
because nowadays, if someone's like, hey, are you ready for Savon? They're like,
What are you
is that
talking
a new
about?
rapper? Is that
Right,
a new
right,
album coming out? Is that a new dish? Is that a new dessert? Is that an ice cream? What is that? People don't know what it
right,
is. So at least if this is something you're taking pride in, you're taking heritage in, or your heritage that you're gonna own back, take pride in what the months were called.
right.
Give you go by a biblical name that the Lord gave us biblical names. Refer to that yourself by that. If
Yes,
it's
sir.
if it's the new moon, hey, happy new moon. If someone has the nerve to tell you Merry Christmas, happy feast of dedication.
Right,
Take back what is yours proudfully. You don't have to be rude, but take back what's yours proudfully.
right. And that's why the brothers always tell you over here, Pros, don't we always ask, hey, what month are we in? Don't we, when we say that, what month is it? Because then that's how we're able to count and chart the days. Because once you get sidetracked and you get to the new year, like we're in December and it's going to start, and if you're not knowing what days you're in, and what month you're in, you're going to be baffled. You're going to think you got to start from January because you're not knowing the month that you're in and when the new year starts according to according to the Most High in the springtime. So always remember that our year does not start in January in the dead of winter. It starts in springtime, usually March, April. Okay. And that's when you know the Passover is as well. It should be in its, that's what we read earlier. Should be in its season. Pause real quick before we go. Give me John 10 and 22, because this is important that we see this. It says in their seasons. So there's different seasons. You got spring, winter, fall, summer. There's different seasons. Okay. Read John 10
Book
and
of
22.
John. The book of John, chapter 10 and verse 22. And it was at Jerusalem, the feast of the dedication, and it was winter.
And it was winter. And it was winter. So, pause. Are we going to be celebrating the Feast of Dedication in July?
You better not be, because that is not the right season for that to be celebrated.
That's not the right season. So you have to know the seasons, okay? Times and seasons, and for these feasts to fall in their seasons, okay? All right. So, like I said, we hope and pray somebody was able to take something from this. If you weren't, watch it again. And if that don't help, you make sure you reach out. You email us. Um, you get reach out to us on direct message on Instagram, Royal Priesthood Salinas, Royal Priesthood 831 at gmail.com. You guys reach out to us, Royal Priesthood Higher Learning on YouTube. Where any questions, comments, concern you got, and if you want more understanding on how to do it, we'll do our best to walk you through and hope so that you guys are sure on what you guys are doing when it comes to these feast days and counting them. Okay. So with that, I have nothing else, brothers. If you brothers don't got nothing else, we can tell our brothers and sisters online. I know Haji got the outro. We could tell our brothers and sisters online, happy Sabbath, shalom, and stay in the spirit. Stay in the spirit above all.
Oh.